Salute. Welcome to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. I am your host, Big Fruit, the Michael Jordan of recording early in the morning. And like I told you, man, I can't put this book down. The Flora. That's what it's about, bro. The Flora. And I'm going to keep beating this shit into your brains until you get it like I get it, so that we all on the same page when it comes to this historical shit that went down in New York City and in the New York State prison system. The Flora by Lakey the Kid. He keeps surprising me with this damn book, man. I don't know how he sit on all this information, man. All this shit is right and exact. I remember so much of this history, man. This shit is crazy. And I remember so many of these pictures. I had so many of these pictures in my hand at one time. It's crazy. I'm going to read this because, he surprised me when he put this story in here about him and World. So right now, I'm going to dwell off into the gangster world. That's my bro. And I'm going to keep dwelling off into the gangster world because that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, right? Follow me. 50 reputations. Back when 50 started out and was on the street fighting for his slot, he had to be aggressive enough to handle everything that would come at him. 50 did do the kick in the door blasting approach. He made his name, but the physical altercations proved that 50 wasn't going to back down or easy to toss around. The reputation that 50 was earning on the street, as well as getting him a buzz in the industry, led to a near fatal attack on his life. Becoming a victim of your reputation is the cause of demise for many street niggas with a name. I'm going to read that again. Becoming a victim of your reputation is the cause of demise for many street niggas with a name. World definitely falls into this category. In the early 2000s up to 2004, World name was all over the streets. There wasn't a nigga in Brooklyn that didn't respect that name. He was the alleged Brooklyn Terror. Everything that people put to World's name, he let the streets run with it. And run with it they did. The whole city started hearing about him. He was on Wendy Williams just because he was a street nigga. It got to the point club owners and industry tycoons was rolling the carpet out for him. I remember one time, me, World, and his crew went to Club Envy in Manhattan. The club owners, personal and staff, were shook of him. They gave us a rock star welcome. Our white Range and black Benz right in front. No line, no pay, whole mob of us in the club like it's ours. Bottles, whatever. We were leaving and the dude started staring at World a little too hard, and World peeked it and looked eyes with him. World focused his eyes on him and started walking directly face to face with him. Everybody's attention is on World. So as his mans can't get his attention because he's zoning everybody out walking to the dude, everybody else is following his attention and started staring at the dude as well. We'll walk straight to him, and the same time he was reaching for the dude's face and saying, "What you looking at?" Grabbing the dude's throat with one hand, the dude's shirt collar with the other. The dude instantly resisted and said, "Wait, who the fuck?" And before he could finish, World rocked him with a blow. Then one of his mans jumped. I rocked him blow. After that, it was an all-out smash. Me and World was back to back like some Rikers Island C74 shit. We punished all the dudes. They was rag dolls. The security rolled in, and when they did roll up, they was deep. All black, big, solid black some motherfuckers, wrestling looking motherfuckers. I knew we was about to get it rocking. I cuffed the champagne bottle, stood next to World, and as the security was about to rush us, the owner came squeezing from behind the security goon squad with his arms extended to both sides, pulling the security back, screaming, "No way, not him, get back," and started backing slow and retreat. One security nigga kept staring at World. World started going at him. The owner jumped in front of the security nigga. That was crazy. The security supposed to be protecting the owner, not the other way around. The owner No, forget it. It's good. You got it. I was baffled. But a few weeks earlier, a dude from Brooklyn got killed right in front of Envy in what looked like a gangland massacre. And guess whose picture and direction the homicide cops had swamped the club owners with? World. So World was fed on a real level for that reputation. With that came recognition, but also ridiculous lies, frames, and setups from dudes who used that to bargain a sweet deal for something they did that has nothing to do with them. Yeah, man, I'm gonna stop right there and say something real quick. When World got jammed up, man, World was a get out of free card for a lot of people, man. You had niggas up north, because I was up north when they snatched them. You had niggas up north disappearing out of jail. So what the fuck that nigga going? Yo, son, they snatched that nigga for that shit with World. I'm the only nigga who should have been worried about that. You dig what I'm saying? You had all types of niggas. Yo, who that nigga? I don't know that nigga. Yo, that's World. He did feds. He went to the feds. He caught up in that World shit. It was so many niggas, son. I landed in one jail where niggas was like, yo, the old time I went down to court for World. And them. Nigga come back from court 8 months later. I never seen this nigga a day in my life. A day in my life. I don't know this nigga. So he was definitely a get out of jail free card for a lot of niggas. And like he just said in this book, World was fed on a real level for that reputation. With that came recognition, but also ridiculous lies, frames, and setups from dudes who used that to bargain a sweet deal for something they did that has nothing to do with World. This is how niggas got down on my guy. I'm going to proceed because this shit is mean. They'll say, I know something about that such and such case. Yeah, because World. Because they know that name is a get out of jail free card. They've been hand on the street and use the same info they know the cops have and tell what they want from there. If World would have shut a majority of these allegations down, the rest might not have surfaced. Real niggas don't do that though. That's just not the way. I've seen a lot of real niggas get spun from rumors circulating and can see the whole board from a different position. World was one of the smartest people I've ever talked to. Business global expansion. He was tech and commerce savvy. Nothing like people would think. He was beyond street limitations, but just never got a chance to rise above it. When we were leaving the club and before we went in, he said, "Late, this city is ours. Ain't nobody doing it like us." That's the name niggas here on the streets, yours and mine. You got Queens, I got Brooklyn. He meant that. But from our names ringing like that at the exact same moment, both of us was under federal conspiracy cases we didn't even know about. Less than a year from that, the feds came and took him and his crew down. Then came for me and my people. Me, World, Super Ed, all of us ran around like family. We used to go to the gym, clubs, and lounges, and trade cars. All of us were at my baby shower, legendary gangster fair. Now, Super Ed is in the feds doing stretch. Jesus passed away, and World is serving multiple life sentences in federal maximum security. Reputations cause all of us to go through the grind, and most of us never make it out. Getting out of jail and then going back feels like you never left. It's hard on us ghetto kids of the world. Imagine if you could have seen your future as a child, your whole life. Would some of us even want to live? It's horrible that in the end, you really regret your whole life and despise the fact that you had to endure this earthly experience. No black person should have to consider choices that may warrant such a turnout. More leaders are needed. More information is needed to be shared and more opportunities given. When it's all said and done, our names should mean something to the people we touch. We should be able to benefit from them, open doors as well as enlighten, opposed to us and our people just suffering from them. All the great minds alive on this planet, regardless to where you are or how much time you got, your condition is needed. Your contribution is needed. A general can lead from another country, but a stupid dude can't follow even if he's right behind you. A general can lead from another country, but a stupid dude can't follow even if he's right behind you. Y'all have never been followers, so fulfill your natural station in life. The streets are still talking about dudes who haven't seen the streets in 20 to 35 years. That says a lot. That's impact. The equity is already there. Just like Dr. Dre was able to put his name on them headphones and make billions, that was the equity in his name that skyrocketed. Anybody couldn't do that. People tried, but his sound and recognized technical expertise was synonymous with quality sound he pushed in 30 years of dope production. Got him the right product, home run. That's using a name the right way. After all you've done to have this name, if you can't make it work for you now, you never will. And you were never able to. It ain't worth shit. Damn, Blake. I'm working my name, nigga. You ain't talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I got this YouTube shit. St. Laz. Shout out St. Laz. St. Laz, the LG story. Boom. Fruit. I'm working my motherfucking name, son. My name ain't gonna be worth shit. Shout out to St. Laz. If you and the can connect with the criminal justice reform organizations out here, they need wise street veterans and OGs. Just keeping sane in your conditions qualities you as a master, qualifies you as a master stress coordinator. Wow. You could do the same thing the Dalai Lama and the Zen master do. Give information on calm and inner peace. Everybody is looking for that, and you are overqualified. Dr. Dre got his 30 years. In music efficiency, all of us have to find what our 30 accumulated. You may have to dig, but something is there. Dig through your life and ask yourself what your life like, because mine is real. 30 years. Dig through your life for 30 years and ask yourself that. If you on the streets and you got the same 30, or you popping 5 to 10 years mobbing on the streets, your time is now to do something with that ill reputation, because the hawks, eagles, and land beasts are growing every day, everywhere. Right now, you are inside the living jungle, and when they creep, they come with badges, guns, kidnap tape, and shovels for that name. So if you don't know how to make it work for you, it might be used against you, especially in a court of law. So move wisely. And Lake ended that on this note. If you can't cash in on it, it ain't worth nothing. Facts. Listen, man. The Forer, written by Lakey the Kid. We gonna keep doing this. Y'all know how I do. But y'all see the title, My Story of LJ, a.k.a. Little John. Yeah, I blast off with that Marcy story. I got that shit buzzing. And I can't talk about Marcy niggas without talking about my OG, LJ. Little John, Sumner Projects, free Little John, free LJ. My nigga LJ can't catch a break, man. I swear to you. For those that don't know, LJ has a history in Brooklyn like no other. LJ is the younger brother of Your Majesty and Little John. They out of Sumner Projects. Listen, man. How do I say this? My story of LJ begins in Lafayette Gardens. Growing up in Lafayette Gardens, I lived in 325 on the second floor. Down the hall was the homie Bar. Bar and his family. Bar was the cousin of Little John. Now, at the time, Bar was rolling in LG. That's when the Three Fingers was out. So I'm going to just say, let's go to 85. It's 85 or some shit like that. 85, 86. At the time, Bar and his family lived in the back of the projects in 433. They moved to the front of the projects, 325, right down the hall from me. Now, Bar was the type of nigga, like, Bar didn't really fuck with LG niggas. He was cool with LG niggas, don't get me wrong. But Bar rip and ran with his cousin Little John. And them niggas was on some stick-up shit, you know what I'm saying? Little John come up under his brother Majesty. Majesty at that time was bent up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the co-defendants. Majesty, Hicks, I God, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know the co-defendants out of the stop. They was on some stick-up shit. That's what it was back then. So Little John came up on some stick-up shit. And Bar, his cousin, they running too deep. They doing what they do. Now, like I told you, Bar ain't fuck with LG niggas like that. He was cool with them niggas, but he ripped and ran and he thugged it out with Little John and his cousin. Them niggas was doing what they do. So when he was in LG, and Little John, rest in peace, that little black ass nigga Diesel, but them niggas used to come through LG to check Bar. LG niggas was open game. You understand what I'm saying? Bar ain't fuck them niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't protecting no motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? And you got to hold your own. Don't be running around with no motherfucking drugs and no jury. You can't hold it down. You know what I'm saying? But Lil Jon and the niggas stayed coming through LG booking niggas. A lot of niggas still mad today in 2023 how Lil Jon and Bar and the niggas was handling niggas. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So my history and my story with Lil Jon begins there. When he was coming through LG, rest in peace, Black Knowledge. Yeah, them niggas was coming through LG, son. Heavy. And niggas in LG know what it's hitting for. Niggas was doing a lot of hustling in a certain building in my projects, 456 on DeKalb. We used to call that building the Wick building. Everybody in that building was on welfare. You know what I'm saying? We used to call that building the Wick building. 450 Wick, not 456. You know what I'm saying? It was probably the roughest building in the projects. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas was looking at me like I was crazy when I was indulged in activities in that building. Niggas was like, the fuck is you doing? We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I got caught up. You know what I'm saying? And I paid for that shit with my life. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they used to come through, book niggas in 456 lobby like clockwork. Bag of niggas, straight jacket. And then come back through the next day like nothing happened and niggas wasn't saying nothing. Niggas was getting ghosts when that nigga was coming through. You know what I'm saying? You had some little niggas back then who was about their business. Lil Jon, God Tony, you know what I'm saying? Niggas coming through LG about their business. A lot of LG niggas wasn't about their business, son. Don't get it fucked up. LG was a great place. A lot of homies, a lot of love. But when it come to this street shit, son, a lot of niggas was just there. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas was surviving on the strength that we was all cool and from the same project. But when them niggas from them other projects was coming through throwing guns in niggas' faces, son, and robbing niggas wasn't getting gripped up, going looking for niggas. Facts. So it was a couple niggas around Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, who done came through LG and handled niggas. And them generations above me. My generation, we wasn't having that. Nobody has a history of coming through LG booking nobody from CMB. You understand what I'm saying? But Lil Jon and niggas coming through booking niggas, son, like it wasn't nothing, man. So on the strip of Bar, living down the hall with me, I used to come out the crib. I run into them niggas all the time. Yo, what's up? And one day, he winged me. He winged me. So now I'm up close and personal with Lil Jon. Not from afar, my nigga. I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you what it is. He winged me. He was schooling me. And I'm telling you, man, when I was around him, I saw the respect he garnered. I saw the love he had. And he was about his business, son. Little nigga throw a gun in your face in a minute. So when Little winged me, it was different. Because nobody tried to wing me like that in LG. LG, older niggas, yo, Fruit, little badass nigga. Nah, Lil Jon was like, come here. I'll show you something. He winged me. And it was greatly appreciated. And even to this day, Brandon always tell me, yo, nigga, I met you with Lil Jon. I'm like, fuck. He like, yeah. Because I told you them little niggas, there was certain little niggas that had a reputation in Brooklyn back then. Lil Jon, God Tony, Brandon, and these niggas was all affiliated. East New York, Bed-Stuy, because Lil Jon was out in East New York fucking with Tut and them niggas. Shout out to big homie Tut. Lil Jon was out in East New York fucking with Tut and them niggas, so he knew Brandon. And Brandon Briz, my big bro, he always tell me, nigga, I met you with Lil Jon. I'm like, word? He like, yeah. So Lil winged me. Lil brought me out the house and got me around certain niggas, and niggas know me to this day on the strip for Lil Jon. You understand what I'm saying? So when I say everybody know Fruit, that's real. Everybody know Fruit, and Fruit know everybody. That's why I'm able to sit here and tell you these stories. This shit ain't made up. This shit ain't fake. This shit ain't cap. This shit is real. I know these niggas. I have personal relationships with these niggas. I done broke bread with these niggas. I done bust niggas in the head with these niggas. These is my people. I'm not on YouTube capping. So when Little winged me and I started running with Little, things got different. You know what I'm saying? I was still a young nigga, so I wasn't really soaking that shit in the way I needed to, but I was outside. And I pulled my first motor vehicle heist with Little John. Word to brother. Yeah, man. I never forget, we was standing on the block, motherfucker Franklin Avenue in DeKalb. Motherfucker pulled up on the little spree. Little John looked at me, I looked at him. Next thing you know, I was on that nigga back. He wrestled the nigga, took the nigga bike. Little jumped on the front, I jumped on the back. We was out. You know what I'm saying? Pulled the heist with Little John. But I'm gonna tell you something y'all didn't know. Niggas, yo, fruit. Listen, nigga. My very first juvenile bid that sent me away from my family for the first time when I was a 13-year-old child. That was me and Little John. When we was running wild on Halloween and I saw all them niggas running around and I jumped out my window and I joined that rat pack, I attached myself to the nigga I knew. Oh shit, Little John. We walked down the Murray Wild, we tore that shit down. Brooklyn niggas, you know how that shit was on Halloween in the 80s. Throwing eggs, Molotov cocktails, niggas was bugging. Robbing every motherfucking you see that ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was bugging. And when we got to Murray Wild that night, that pocket I dug and got locked up for, it was Little. Yo, that shit right there. That's it. I spanked the nigga, man, and the police was on stakeout. Man, niggas chased me down, booked my stupid ass, and I went off to do my first juvie. Word to brother. Little said, yo, that's it. I spanked the nigga, the police jumped out, freeze. Everybody's like, oh shit. Niggas left me for dead. I'm boogieing. Police chasing me down. Word. I caught my first bid off Little John telling me that was the pocket and the police was on the stakeout. Word to brother. Yeah, LJ, man. LJ caught a bid in 88. I was away already in DFY. He caught a bid in 88. I think Little was down from 88 to 90. I want to say 88 to 95. I think Little John CR'd off for 3 to 9. Yeah, and when Little John was on the island in 88, you know his name was ringing bells. He was doing what he had to do from up north. He goes up north, doing what he got to do. And the legend has it, he landed in Comstock with his brother Mavs. They ain't seen each other since the street, other than the visit or some shit. So they together. You know what that's like when you and your brother together. And y'all niggas is thugging. You know what I'm saying? They different. Man, some shit went down in Comstock, Mavs, and Lil Jon blew the roof off that motherfucker. Yeah, I was hearing about that shit. Was I up north yet? Nah, I was on the island. I was on the island when I heard about that shit. Mavs and Lil Jon shut down Comstock. Yeah, they shut down Comstock. That shit was ringing. Yo, Mavs and Lil Jon, niggas blew Comstock up. If I'm not mistaken, it was the visitor room. Word, the niggas blew shit up, I think. Niggas popped crazy. Lil Jon was in Southport Box for a while. I came up in 9-3. I ain't lasting Coxsackie long. As soon as I went to Coxsackie, I ended up going to Southport. And when I got to Southport, we was in the same building but different blocks. I was in C block. Butter and Little Jon was in A block. We was all in Southport together. I didn't get to see him. Then when I went to Green Haven from Clinton, I was in Green Haven, and Swells, they got the word, yo, Little Jon home. I was like, word. It was about 96. Shout out Little Boxing Odell out of Marcy, Tompkins, Sumner area. I think he from Sumner because he used to always tell me, what Majesty, my little man. Little Odell, Boxing Odell. That's the homie. That's the OG. It was him who told us Little Jon was home. Yo, my little man home. Who? Lil Jon. Yeah, it was Odell, Boxing Odell. The homie. The big homie. Shout out Odell. Odell told us, yo, Lil Jon home. Lil came home at 9-5, 9-6, some shit like that. I was paying attention to his travels up north. I know he's in Cayuga. I know he was in Auburn, you know what I'm saying? And Southport, Comstock. I never landed in this spot with him. So Lil went home in like 9-5, 9-6. But he came right back, son. He came right back for some shit. And he did another 5 or 6 years. And I ain't see him again. Like, I'm moving around and I never ran into the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home in 2014, I came home in 14, the end of 14. So in 15, Lil hit my jack. Word. Yo, who this? Lil Jon. Oh, shit. I ain't seen you in so long, nigga. Yeah, man. You ain't Little Fruit no more. Yeah, man. I'm grown ass man now, son. 600-pound deadlift. That's my guy, man. I never got to see him when we was in the street together this time around because he was working when he came home. I think he was doing some extermination shit. He was working. He was trying to get it right. But you know what I'm saying? Little different. Little is different, man. Little about the action. You know what I'm saying? Little about that action, man. Word to mother. Shout out my crimey butter. Because later on the bid, it was his first bid. It was the bid. It was the 3-9. It was the 3-9. Was it? Yeah, it was the 3-9. When he was doing that 3-9, he fell in Sing Sing at one time. And my comrade and brother Butter was there. You know how that shit go. You see fruit, you see butter. Fruit ain't there, butter is. So it's like fruit being there. So Butter and Little Jon was rocking out in Sing Sing. Legend has it, nigga got out of line. Butter had to tear nigga head off for Little Jon and that motherfucker. Nigga playing games, just Sing Sing. You know what I'm saying? I think Little couldn't get to the nigga, whatever. Butter was like, y'all got that. Butter wrapped that nigga up. And it's funny because I know the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know the nigga. And the nigga know Butter, my brother. LG only got 7 buildings, nigga. You better act like you know. He know Butter was my brother. And the nigga was writing me and corresponding with me and shouting me out all the time. He know Butter done aired his ass out. I found out later when I wrote that nigga, man, take my motherfucking name off your inmate correspondent list, nigga. Fuck out of here. Yeah, man. Lil Jon. That's the big homie. LJ. One of the best that ever did it in Brooklyn, especially on some stick-up shit. Niggas know what it was. Little dog gun in your face quick. You know what I'm saying? Word to mother. That's my big homie, Lil Jon. My fucking big homie. I kid you not, man. That's my big homie, Lil Jon. I ain't get to see him. We was out here together in 2015, 16, 17, all that shit. But Little caught a bad break, man. Little caught a bad break. I ain't gonna go into details, you know what I'm saying? It's a fresh situation. He caught a bad break. He trying to, you know, I think he took some time, so he's sitting down right now. But it's fucked up how shit went down. You know what I'm saying? Niggas did some bozo shit, some real foul shit. And Lil Jon caught up in the middle of some other nigga shit. And that's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? So free Lil Jon. Free LJ. One of the best that ever did it. That's my guy. Y'all see me, I stay cracking a motherfucking bottle of Douce. I went and got this one out the vault. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to drink none of it. I ain't going to drink none of it. I'm sitting here sipping ginger ale early in the morning, getting my Michael Jordan recording on. Yeah, man. I know y'all saying, damn, why you keep doing videos back to back? Yo, listen, man. It's like sitting there having a conversation with niggas, man. Because all this shit is facts. All this shit is true. When you speaking the truth and you speaking facts, this shit I just let this shit out, man. And anybody can attest to it. Anybody can dispute it. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you facts. You can get on Lil Jon. You could write him. You can JPay him and ask him, yo, what's up with this nigga Fruit? He'll tell you what it really is, son. Word to mother. That other nigga in Marcy Foucault, he know what it is. I came through and we shook out. Lil Jon made sure of that. They cut my boy Gabby G, man. Word. That's that nigga named Shamel or some shit like that. He named Shy, some shit like that. I don't know why I called that nigga Foucault. His name was Shy, some shit like that. Nigga cut Gary in his fucking face. And it was Lil Jon who held me down while me and that nigga scrapped. So shout out to Lil Jon. Shout out to his big brother Madge. His little brother's Pork. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Primo. Big brother Primo, that was my guy. Primo used to come through LG. Primo was younger than Lil Jon. Rest in peace. Primo used to come through LG on Go Time. That little nigga come through LG on Go Time because he knew how his brothers was handling them LG niggas. That's why he had no respect for them niggas. He used to come through LG on Go Time. That was my guy. Rest in peace, Preem. Preem was coming through LG. Yo, fool, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, stick them niggas in the back. Yeah, Preem, man. Word to mother. Rest in peace, Preem. That was Lil Jon, little brother. I got history with all three of them niggas. All four of them. Me and Preem was running around the street. Me and Lil Jon was running around the street. I met Madge in the can, and the little brother, Black, came through C74. He was sentenced. Shout out to Black. He was sentenced. So he got sentenced off the street. So he came straight to full upper population. He sentenced. He walked through the door, jigged to death. I'm checking the nigga out. But when I looked in the nigga face, I'm like, damn, you look like my man Bar. He was like, that's my cousin. I said, you Lil Jon, brother? He was like, yeah. I said, damn, all y'all niggas look alike. He was like, yeah, I'm Black. Yo, listen, put your shit down. Get on the phone. And I held Black down. Well, Black was there maybe a week and a half before he went up north. He's waiting for the bus. Rock that jack till you go up north, man. Do what you want to do. He was like, well, yeah, do you, nigga. You with me. That's that. You family. Black can contest to that. His little 2 weeks on Rikers Island C74 upper, he had his feet kicked up. And when he rolled out, he left me all that guest apparel. Yeah, I was up on hacking them niggas. I was up. Black left me all that guest shit. Yo, fruit, I'm out. Yo, good looking shut. Word to mother. Shout out Black. You know what I'm saying? Word to mother. LJ, you my guy. You keep catching bad decisions, man. I'm so sorry, man. You can't get a break. You one of these niggas out here supposed to be out here doing it. Your name hold weight. You deserve better. Trust me, I know you the OG. You my OG. And I'ma forever, ever respect you and love you. You know what I'm saying? You my guy. Listen, man, I just jumped on here and squeezed this story of Lil Jon in between segments of that Marcy story. Because I can't talk about Marcy without mentioning my brother and my OG, Lil Jon. You know what I'm saying? So I snuck this one in on y'all. It's a surprise. This is for Lil Jon. You know what I'm saying? And the allegiance of people that love him. You know what I'm saying? This is for LJ. It's your boy Big Fruit. And I'm going to sign off by telling y'all, stay tapped in. Because that part 2 of the Marcy Boys, my relationship with Shine, is coming next. And y'all know how I do, son. I get a vibe, I turn this shit on, and I start recording. So until next time, salute. Free LJ.